in the vast, unforgiving lands north of the Wall, where legends are born and shadows hold ancient secrets. One name echoes with a chilling mystery: Benjen Stark. He's the first Ranger of the Night's Watch, the younger brother of Lord Eddard Stark, and a man who chose a life of exile and duty over the comforts of winter. But why? What secrets did he carry into the frozen wilderness, and what truly became of the last Stark of the Night's Watch? Today, we're venturing into the haunted forests and icy plains to uncover the story of Benjen Stark, the quiet hero of the North. Benjen Stark was the youngest son of Rhaegar Stark, a true wolf of Winterfell. He was known for his sharp skills with a sword and his even sharper wit. Unlike his somber brother Eddard, Benjen had a spark of the wolf blood, a wild, untamable spirit shared by his sister Lyanna. He grew up alongside Ned, Lyanna and Brandon, in a time before the world of Westeros was torn apart by rebellion and war. He was there when Lyanna was crowned Queen of Love and Beauty by Rhaegar Targaryen, a moment that set in motion the downfall of a dynasty. Shortly after Robert's rebellion, a war that cost him his father, brother, and sister, Benjen Stark did something that shocked the North. He joined the Night's Watch. This was a baffling decision. The Starks were the ruling family of the North. Benjen had a birthright, lands, and a future. Why would a highborn lord willingly trade it all for a life of celibacy, poverty, and perpetual cold, serving in an order that was a shadow of its former glory? This decision has fueled one of the most compelling fan theories in the entire saga. Could it be connected to Lyanna Stark? The theory goes that Benjen knew the truth of what happened at the Tower of Joy. He knew that Lyanna didn't die a captive, but as the mother of Jon Snow, the secret son of Rhaegar Targaryen, perhaps Benjen was the only other person, besides Hal and Reed, who Ned trusted with this world-shattering secret. Think about it. The Night's Watch was the perfect place to keep an eye on Jon Snow. By joining the Watch, Benjen could be a mentor or a protector, a silent guardian for his nephew without ever revealing the boy's true lineage. It also explains his famous words to a young Jon: "The Night's Watch is no place for a boy with a mother." It sounds less like a general warning and more like a deeply personal, painful truth. Benjen wasn't just any member of the Night's Watch. He rose to become the first Ranger, the commander of the men who scout the treacherous lands beyond the Wall. This was not a ceremonial title. It meant he was the best of the best, a master tracker, a skilled warrior, and a seasoned survivalist who knew the haunted forest like the back of his hand. He was respected and admired by his brothers in black, a beacon of Stark honor in a place largely populated by criminals and outcasts. He led missions into the wild, gathering intelligence on the wildlings and, more importantly, the growing threat of the White Walkers. Then, he vanished. Early in the story, Benjen leads a ranging party beyond the Wall to search for another missing ranger, Seer Waymar Royce. He never returns. For years, his disappearance is a gaping wound for the Starks and the Night's Watch. Jon Snow is haunted by it, constantly searching for answers. In the show, we eventually learn his fate. His party was ambushed by Whites. He was stabbed with a blade of ice by a White Walker, left for dead to join their army. But he was saved by the Children of the Forest, who halted the curse by plunging a dragonglass dagger into his chest. This act stopped him from turning into a White, but it didn't fully save him. He became something else, a being trapped between life and death. His skin pale and his hands blackened, forever bound to the lands north of the Wall. He became a guardian angel in the shadows, saving Bran and Mira, and later, Jon Snow himself, sacrificing himself to the army of the dead so his nephew could live. The books, however, leave his fate much more ambiguous. He is still missing. The Night's Watch receives 2 of his men, found dead but mysteriously preserved. They reanimate as Whites inside Castle Black, in a terrifying attack on Lord Commander Mormont. Later in the books, a mysterious figure on a great elk, known only as Cold Hands, helped Samwell, Tarly and Gilly, and later Bran Stark. Cold Hands is a white-like creature, but he is intelligent, speaks, and fights against the others. He cannot pass the magical barrier of the Wall. Many fans believe Cold Hands has been in. It seems like a perfect fit, yet George R.R. Martin himself has directly told his editor that Cold Hands is not Benjen Stark, leaving us with an even bigger mystery. So, if he's not Cold Hands, where is the real Benjen Stark in the books? Is he dead, a prisoner, or something else entirely? The mystery remains one of the most tantalizing loose ends in the written saga. Let's dive into some lesser-known details. Benjen was the one who encouraged Ned to take Theon Greyjoy as a ward rather than just a hostage, showing a surprising degree of empathy and strategic thinking. He saw the value in building a bridge with the Iron Islands. He also had a close, teasing relationship with a young Arya Stark, another Stark with wolf blood, suggesting he recognized her wild spirit because he shared it. He was a man who saw beneath the surface. He wasn't just a stoic ranger. He was a Stark, through and through, carrying the weight of his family's secrets and sorrows. In the end, Benjen Stark is the quintessential unsung hero. He never sought glory or power. He embraced a life of sacrifice for the greater good, whether he was guarding Jon's secret, fighting the forces of darkness beyond the Wall, or giving his life to save his family. His actions were always driven by love and duty. He is the quiet wolf, the shadow in the snow, a constant, silent protector of the living. His story is a poignant reminder that the greatest heroes are often the ones whose names are not sung in great halls, but whispered in the cold, dark places where true courage is tested. What do you think happened to Benjen in the books, and what was his true motivation for joining the Night's Watch? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the North, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of Ice and Fire. See you next time.